You may not take interest in politics, but politics will take interest in you. So the same applies to AI many times over. And in particular,
오늘 제가 소개시켜드릴 분은 일리아 수축키버 AI계의 레전드십니다. 커리어 보시면은 정말 어마어마합니다. 알렉스넷이라는 이미지 분류 알고리즘에 있어서 그냥 거의 새 분야를 열었다고 해도 무방한 사람이었고, 이제 구글 브레인에서는 그 유명한 텐서플로우와 알파고를 개발하신 분이기도 하면서 오픈 AI의 초기 창립자였어요. 수석 과학자로서 무려 10년 동안 기술 개발을 했고 AI 모델들을 만들었습니다. 챗 GPT도 사실상 이분이 만든 거죠. 그냥 현재 오픈 AI를 만들었다고 해도 과언이 아닐 만큼 그냥 AI 발전에 있어서 가장 큰 역할을 하셨습니다. 지금은 이제 SSI라는 안전한 초지능 연구에 집중하는 회사를 설립했습니다. 그래서 오늘은 이 일리아 수축키버가 자신의 모교인 토론토 대학에서 연설을 한 내용을 가져왔는데, 연설 내용이 너무나 꼭 들려주고 싶은 내용이라서 제가 편집을 좀 해왔습니다. 같이 한번 보시겠습니다.
Okay, hi everyone. It's really nice to be here. Almost to this day, 20 years ago, I received my bachelor's degree from the University of Toronto in this exact hall. And actually at this point now I have, this would be my fourth degree from the University of Toronto. I spent a total of 10 years. I did my undergrad degree, and I'm also a graduate student here. And it was really wonderful. I was able to go deep in my whatever I was interested in and to really become a researcher. It was really wonderful to study with Jeff Hinton, actually. The fact that Jeff Hinton was one of my life's great strokes of luck. And I feel a lot of gratitude to the university. And also the University of Toronto, when I was a student here, we were doing the best AI research out of anywhere. It was the most revolutionary ideas, the most exciting work. And I feel very lucky that I was able to contribute to it already, in grad school as a student. But that was a long time ago. In a convocation speech, one is supposed to provide sagacious advice, and I'll do a little bit of that, but only a bit, because this speech will be a little bit different. The reason it's not going to be the most conventional convocation speech is because there is something a little different going on. Right now, we all live in the most unusual time ever. And this is something that people might say often, but I think it's actually true this time. And the reason it's true this time is because of AI, right? Obviously. I mean, from what I hear, the AI of today has already changed what it means to be a student. But of course, the impact of AI goes beyond that. What happens to the kind of work we do? Well, it's starting to change a little bit in some unknown and unpredictable ways. And some work may feel it sooner, some work might feel it later. With today's AI, you can go on Twitter and you can look at what AI can do and what people say. And you might feel a little bit of that. You wonder, hey, which skills are useful, which ones will be less useful. So you got these questions going on. And so you can say that the current level of challenge is how will it affect work and our careers. But the real challenge with AI is that it's really unprecedented and really extreme. And it's going to be very different in the future compared to the way it is today. We've all seen AI, we've all spoken to a computer, and a computer has spoken back to us, which is a new thing. Computers would not do this in the past, but now they do. So you speak to a computer, and it understands you, and it speaks back to you. And it also does it in voice, and it writes some code. It's pretty crazy. But there are so many things it cannot do as well, and it's so deficient. So you can say it still needs to catch up on a lot of things. But it's evocative. It's good enough that you can ask yourself, you could imagine, okay, fine. In some number of years, some people say it's in 3, some people say it's in 5. It's a bit hard to predict the future. But slowly but surely, or maybe not so slowly, AI will keep getting better. And the day will come when AI will do all the things that we can do. Not just some of them, but all of them. Anything which I can learn, anything which any one of you can learn, the AI could do as well. How do we know this, by the way? How can I be so sure? How can I be so sure of that? The reason is that all of us have a brain, and the brain is a biological computer. So why can't a digital computer, a digital brain, do the same things? This is the one-sentence summary for why AI will be able to do all those things. Because we have a brain, and the brain is a biological computer. And so you can start asking yourselves, what's going to happen? What's going to happen when computers can do all of our jobs, right? Those are really big questions. Those are dramatic questions. Because what's going to happen? What will we, the collective we, want to use these AIs for? Do more work, grow the economy, do R&D, do AI research so then the rate of progress will become really extremely fast for some time at least. These are such extreme things. These are such unimaginable things. So right now I'm trying to pull you into that a little bit, into this headspace of this really extreme and radical future that AI creates. But it's also very difficult to imagine. It's very, very difficult to imagine. It's very difficult to internalize and to really believe on an emotional level. Even I struggle with it. And yet the logic seems to dictate that this very likely should happen. So what does one do in such a world? You know, there is a quote which is like this, which goes like this. It says, you may not take interest in politics, but politics will take interest in you. So the same applies to AI many times over. And in particular, I think that by simply using AI and looking at what the best AI of today can do, you get an intuition. You get an intuition. And as AI continues to improve in 1 year, in 2 years, in 3 years, the intuition will become stronger. And a lot of the things that we are talking about now, they will become much more real. They'll become less imaginary. In the end of the day, no amount of essays and explanations can compete with what we see with our own senses, with our own 2 eyes. And especially with AI, the very smart, super intelligent AI in the future, there will be very profound issues about making sure that they say what they say and not pretend to be something else. And I'm really condensing a lot into a small amount of information here, into time here. But overall, by simply looking at what AI can do, not ignoring it, when the time comes, that will generate the energy that's required to overcome the huge challenge that AI will pose. And the challenge that AI poses, in some sense, is the greatest challenge of humanity ever. And overcoming it will also bring the greatest reward. And in some sense, whether you like it or not, your life is going to be affected by AI to a great extent. And so looking at it, paying attention, and then generating the energy to solve the problems that will come up, that's going to be the main thing.
자, 이걸 보고 소름이 돋으시는 분도 있으실 거고 아직 안 와닿으시는 분도 계실 거예요. 하지만 이 일리아 수치키버라는 인물은 지금 입지전적인 인물입니다. 구글 딥마인드의 아버지인 데미스 하사비스 정도를 제외한다면 아마 이분을 능가하는 사람은 지금 현 시대에는 없지 않나 싶을 정도로 대단하신 분인데, 그런 사람마저도 이 AI의 위험성에 대해서 경고하고 AI가 가질 수 있는 그 엄청난 포텐셜을 반드시 안전하게 잘 활용해야 된다고 주장하고 있습니다. 이것과 관련해서 제가 진짜 재밌는 리포트를 하나 들고 왔거든요. AI에서 나오신 분들이 쓰신 AI 2027, 그러니까 2027년도 미래에 대해서 예견한 글인데, 이거 읽어보시면은 이게 말이 돼? 싶을 정도의 공상 과학 소설 같아요. 25년에는 AI 인공지능 비서가 나올 거고, 26년에는 이게 일자리를 대체할 거면 27년에는 일반 인공지능, 그러니까 코딩 능력이 너무나 극대화돼서 자기 스스로 이제 개발을 하는 재귀학습이라고 하는 완전히 다른 단계의 지능이 창발할 것이다, 이런 내용을 다루고 있습니다. 그런데 이게 그냥 단순히 사이비 같은 주장이 아니라 적당한 근거와 수치와 그래프, 트렌드를 모두 제시를 해주고 있어요. 이게 한 27년은 너무 과격한 거 아니냐, 이게 실제로 가능한 일이냐, 아니다, 한계에 부딪힐 거다, 이렇게 생각하시는 분도 제가 충분히 이해합니다만, 저는 시기의 문제, 기간의 문제라고 생각해요. 지금 여기서 말하는 이 내용들이 다소 급진적이고 허무맹랑할 수도 있습니다. 하지만 이 보고서를 꼭 한번 읽어보셨으면 좋겠어요. 제가 링크 달아드릴 테니까 지금까지 AI 발전의 트렌드는 어떠했고 앞으로는 어떤 일이 일어날 것인지 엿볼 수 있는 아주 좋은 보고서가 될 것 같습니다. 앞으로도 유익한 정보 계속해서 제공해드리겠습니다. 구독, 좋아요 꼭 부탁드리겠습니다.